Hey, what's up, my humans? This is Tricia with the Truth, and you are the truth. So today we're studying Baha'i Book 1 with some of the youth. Maybe I can show you just a little bit. But then later we're doing an open mic, so I'll catch you guys in the next shot.
What would those spiritual qualities be?
Eventide. Okay. The prayers which we recite in the morning, at night, or at other times can be chosen from the many prayers revealed by the Bab, Baha'u'llah, and Abdul Baha. The time we spend praying and the number of prayers we say depend on our needs and our spiritual thirst.
Hey guys, so we just finished studying book 1. It's called Baha'i Book 1. It's just studying some of the writings of the Baha'i faith. So we're studying with the youth. So we're just talking now. Hey Josh, how are you today? Hey guys, so it's open mic time. We're just waiting on some more people to show up, but these are the people that are here and we're about to get down, right? Hey guys, on camera. So everybody's mostly here. So I think we're just gonna like introduce each other. But yeah, then we're gonna share some art.
The inner city with hope, light, and dignity. We move methodically and swiftly. We must be nifty because our environment constantly changes and stays busy. We are urban souls. We are the times. We are the future. Our community is worldwide because of the existence of computers. Our urban way of life spans far beyond the local areas. We have sprouted undoubtedly our cultural hysteria. We march, we meet, we gather, we communicate, we relate. We understand the division of the world's nations. We oppose wars and invasions. Hear our voices, we speak loud. See our tears and concern. We are universal and proud. We pump our fists in crowds, demanding justice and equality. We are not in agreement with what the powers that be consider democracy. We are tired of the political tyranny and hypocrisy. We are urban souls. We are united souls. We are caring souls. That's it.
Yeah. Peace. Drop to my knees, 50 people holding hands, making plans of integrating the known universe. Their thoughts are spoken with such fluidity, such complexity, only those who yearn for truth can visualize this rebirth. This radiance bleeds through each one of them and spreads like a disease, touching each DNA strand with the ease of the vibration of a magic wand. As their life force is rewritten and changed into what they were destined to be, joyfully, happily, as they lunge into greatness. They have been blessed to see with the eye of truth and hold the heart of the universe, transforming the planet into one reflecting sphere that shows off godly virtues and attracts the stars and suns from different realms, causing the universe to humble itself before its own existence. Indeed, the need is great for peace. The answer is in our own personal niche. The reflection from one soul to the next, spreading this contagion for all time, ending hatred and poverty with this rhyme. This world can be ours, to leave the world full of blooming flowers, inspiring others to do the same.
No.
This one's called The Future I Want for My African Children. I want my children to live in a first-class African country, in which its society is hand in hand, working together, living and loving one another, no matter the amount of wrinkles on your face, no matter the amount of money you make, no matter which tribe you originate, or the shade of your skin. I want my children to live in a society where each and every one of us want to see each other win. I want my children to live in a country where all cultures, local or foreign, are appreciated, where men and women are able to be free and express their uniqueness, being who they want to be, where no anger or spite for any person's style of life is not shown, where people are not judged by the surface, but what's found below. I want my children to know how it feels to live in a country with a buzzing economy. I don't want them to live through the struggle where being broke is normal, not being able to find a job even though you're more than qualified, being forced to make the decision on whether you want to pay or want to buy food or pay for rent, where basic necessities become options just because money has become like looking for a green tree in the desert. it's hard to find. I want them to live in a place where prices are low, where they're not worried that they're gonna make it tomorrow, where they can take care of themselves and their families and enjoy a kind of financial freedom that the people before would never know. I want my children to live in a country where they get quality education, where teachers actually want to teach and not beat, where putting knowledge into children is the main priority and not how much money they can milk out of their children's parents. I want my children to get an education that not only increases their intelligence, but increases their awareness about the issues around them, so that it allows them to form solutions to the problems, which can generate a new generation of intelligent children that can push Africa to the next level. Most of all, I want my children to hold on to their African pride, not to let go of it and discard it just because they believe there's no hope for their country or continent. I want them to be patriotic. I want them to believe that we can become better and we can always keep on reaching towards what's ahead of us. I want them to say, there's no need for me to leave my country because everything I need is right here. This is a future that we should all strive for. This future can become a reality. We can bring out the motherland and its people's potential and grab onto the future of brilliant success. But for that to happen, us in the present need to take the first step. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm tired of mother's tears flowing like rivers on TV screens, glimmering in hot camera lights as she screams about her black boy not Richard Wright, but the plight of black men being gunned down, faceless clowns in cities and towns. Don't seem to care about the unfair bullets fired by careless fingers. Blue is supposed to protect, instead symbolic of reckless behavior that lines up black faces like they're nobody but soulless bodies. Thank you.
Power in a pen stroke, power in ink and paint, power, power, power to create the uncreated conscious of the human race. The artist, yes, has power sublime. The chisel and stone awaken the mind. Angels are set free, humanity flies, or the power of Michelangelo to carve the divine. Triangles, circles, squares, called Mrs. Jones' many faces. The beauty of abstract thinking she enables me to see. Entangled up in patterns then becomes me, or the power of a brush to paint me divine. Starry, starry night and Kincaid's works of light.
Guy that I saw one day when I was going to work. It's titled He Once Sang the Blues. He once sang the blues, blue notes spill from his soul. Fingers plucked stories, his heart beat out music. Drums and riffs surrounded his existence. He is a music mystic. Blueness became him. Life knocked him down. His blues became real. He cried the blues on corners. A tattered guitar case hangs loose across bony shoulders. He is walking blues. A milk crate is his stage. People listen, drop coins, not realizing he once sang the blues on magnificent stages in a day gone by, 'cause now he is what he sings. The blues.
Or better yet, sun rays. I engrave page after 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 page with rhythmical rage. You see, once I engage, the page becomes my stage.
The garden of the heart, and plant flowers of every sort. Plant the sapling of certitude, water it with heavenly downpour. Grow tall, grow mighty, branch toward the light. Blossoms and birds beautify your presence. Shelter, shelter all within your living branches. Plant the rose of love in the garden of thy heart. Plant it firm, plant it true, bloom with all your might. Delight the senses with sweet perfume that awakens the inner mind. Plant the hyacinth of knowledge in the garden of thy mind. Plant it firm, plant it true, water it with the divine. Spread abroad the heavenly fragrance and remember to stay true. Springtime and rebirth await, this garden of humanity. Plant the seeds that bloom humanity. The honeysuckle of humility and the trumpet vine of truth. Plant them firm, plant them true, let no one pluck them from you.
Walking towards the water fountain, it's 1946. Water fountain outside the general store. Owner standing outside, fanning himself with his large brimmed hat. 5-year-old sweet, innocent boy approaching. Such a hot summer day and so thirsty. Let's get a drink of water, my son. Looking forward to a cold drink of water. Sweet little boy. Shiny porcelain water fountain up ahead, outside the general store. Working hard that day, father's little helper, helping father carry supplies soon, ready for a cool drink of water. Long walk to the store. Let's get a drink of water, my son. Smiling up at his father, he runs towards the water fountain. Boldly lettered black and white sign hanging overhead. Store owner looking steadily at the man approaching with his young son. Small outstretched hand reaching outwards to the shiny silver-colored turn knob on the side of the porcelain water fountain in front of the general store. Suddenly, the hand of the boy's father encloses his son's small hand, brown eyes concerned, looking down into the blue eyes of his son. No, son, not this water fountain. Sweet little boy, detecting sadness momentarily, detecting fear, too. Words echoing in endless space and time. No, son, not this water fountain. Working hard that day, being father's helper, that hot summer day in 1946. Surprise in the eyes of that sweet, innocent boy. Store owner looking off into the distance, not saying a word. Listening and waiting for a mistake to be made. Around to the back of the store, father and son quietly walk. A mighty warm breeze gently blowing. Store owner strolling over then, taking a long, deliberate drink from that clean porcelain water fountain. Little boy innocently looks back with his beautiful, deep blue eyes, holding his father's strong, patient hand, father looking straight ahead. Next to the knee-high cornfield, father and son stop, standing next to the water spigot, dilapidated crooked sign hanging down, muddy dirt below, chickens pecking in the field nearby, sound of a red-tailed hawk calling in the sky, stray dogs waiting expectantly, panting hard in the hot sun, sweat dripping down the boy's small face, glad to finally get some water. Sweet boy cups his small hands just like father shows him, fills his cupped hands several times. Moment of thirst passes, followed by questions and contemplation. Little boy looks down at his own small white hands, small hands still wet with water. Holding up his hands, he looks at them closely, front and back again. Confusion comes to the boy's sweet face and his beautiful blue eyes. Looking up, he connects with his father's knowing and beautiful brown eyes. Reaching for his father's hands, never noticing before or now. Too busy loving his father, too busy being a little boy, being father's helper. Too unsettling, this thing about whites only, this thing about blacks only, written on signs, too hard to understand. Sweet little boy smiles, looking up again at his father's face. His father with the kind, giving heart. Brown eyes and blue eyes, black hands and white hands, red-tailed hawk calling up in the sky.
For all of what gun violence stands for and who have been some of the victims of gun violence. So this is Stop a Bullet with the poem. If I could stop a bullet with the poem, I would. If I could save one life with one poem, I would. If I could stop a bullet with the poem, I would. If I could save one life with a poem, I would. I throw each word like a disc or a shield, aiming straight at bullets from 45s and 22s that have black and brown families singing the blues, singing the blues. Stop, bullet. This poem was sent here to interfere with your mark of death. If you keep coming, there will be no more black and brown and white youth left in our neighborhoods. You're up to no good.
He sees people troubled by violence, anger, and hate. He tries to understand why man has fallen under the spell of conflict. And why do we need in order to survive, or what do we need to do in order to solve it? Is it as simple as adding 1 + 1, or do we need a harder and deeper solution that can allow us human beings to become one? These are the thoughts of the man of peace, whose journeys have brought him a kind of understanding of the underlying problems that swim in our bloodstream like a virus. The main source of conflict, he thinks, is difference. Ever since the beginning of time, difference has always sparked conflict. When Adam and Eve ate the apple, it created a conflict with God when God told them not to, resulting in all of us being punished. From then on, people had conflicts over small things like difference in ideas or ideals, progressing from ideas and ideals to territory, water, food. Becoming even more bigger, it's now religion, race, and nationality. And those escalations of differences lead to escalations of conflict. It's more distinct than a grand the difference. The more fierce and bloody the conflict, this line of thinking is what inspires the man of peace to strive for a solution, to look far and wide for a way to bring multiple people of difference together. And the one solution that has the greatest chance of working or breaking down all the great walls that create difference and conflict is love. Love has the power to change the most resolute of people. Loving one another can give us the ability to come together despite what radically makes us different from each other. We may be different, but by using the power of love and giving it out unconditionally can make us feel one and the same. Whether we are different in creed, nationality, religion, or race, love can help us move mountains. Love can help us accept one another's differences. Love can allow us to respect other people's differences. Love can allow us to fully appreciate other people in their entirety. All we have to do is just allow ourselves to embrace the power of love. That may not bring peace right away, but it will be a step in the right direction. Thank you.
Love, love, love throughout the universe. Peace, 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 peace on earth. Peace, peace, peace throughout the universe. Unity, 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 unity on earth. Unity, unity, unity throughout the universe. Love again. Love, 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 love on earth. Love, love, love throughout the universe. Peace, 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 peace on earth. Peace, peace, peace throughout the universe. Unity, 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 unity on earth. Unity, unity, unity throughout the universe. Intermission. Hey guys, so we're still on intermission, just taking a break, but Jacqueline's over there doing some things. But yeah, we're just drinking tea and chatting, so hopefully we'll show you some more pieces. We have some Rubik's Cube teaching.
they hard and none that remains.
Glance a chance for my soul's salvation. Clearest to me was the sunshine of her smile and the beauty of her dimpled cheeks, which caused Christopher Donshell Sims to stumble over his speech from time to time. You see her laughter, it was liquid upon the jazz that played lightly in the cafe.
The people are tired of all the living, tired of being lost, tired of all the giving. Giving all I have and barely getting nothing back. Why this is not fair, I don't know, life's a hack. All people do is take, all people do is give, all life does is take. Pay your rent, spend a cent, throw away money you make. Dreaming when you were small about a house that's big and tall, living in Hawaii, money high, let's make a try. Give a little, love a lot, cause that's really all you got.
True. So the words are, we are drops of one ocean, we are waves of one sea.
I got it in that book.
Come and join us
In our quest
in our
for
quest for
unity.
unity.
In our quest for
It's a way of life for you and me. So, okay.
We are drops
We are drops
of one ocean.
of one ocean.
We are waves.
We are waves
of one sea.
of one sea.
Come and join us.
Come and join us
In our quest for unity.
It's a way of life for you and me. We are drops
We are drops
of one ocean.
of one ocean.
We are waves
We are waves
of one sea. Come and join us
join us.
in our quest for unity. It's a way of life for you and me. We are drops
We are drops
of one ocean.
of one ocean.
We are waves
We are waves
of one sea.
of one sea.
Come and join us in our quest for unity. It's a way of life for you and me. Hey guys, so people are about going. We just ended the open mic. I hope that you all enjoyed everyone's pieces. If you're not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and the bell just to stay notified when the next video comes out, and it really does help support the channel. Thank you for joining us. I love you, my humans. Bring people together and keep it truthful. It's a way of life for you and me. We are flowers of one garden. We are leaves of one tree.